So I started UGC in February of this year, and I hit a 10K month by May of this year. And I'm basically going to explain how it all happened while you guys watch me edit this UGC video. So in February, I had no job at the time. I was trying to be a social media manager. I was also trying to finish marketing school, and my husband JR was working roofing and construction. They didn't work him a lot, so we were pretty broke. I had seen some girls on TikTok, namely Lauren Labeled and Sheridan Holland, talk about UGC. And I was just like, you know, we're going to go for this. I'm going to grab some products from around my house and make a portfolio. And if I stuck with it, maybe I'd make some extra money on the side. Everyone in the UGC space was like, you need to join Twitter. I was like, what? Twitter? Who uses Twitter? But then I joined, and as I started sharing my work and networking with other creators and brands and agencies and everything, I ended up having brands come into my DMs basically being like, hey, we saw your video that you just made. We want you to do the same with our product. So I eventually got my first paid client, and then I posted about it, but then that tweet actually blew up, bringing lots of potential clients into my DMs. So during this month of February, / March, I took my first set of clients. I took a couple gifted collabs. I did a couple videos for really cheap. So during February and March, I probably juggled like 8 to 10 clients. I was able to handle that many clients only because they ordered like 1 to 2 videos at a time, except this one brand which needed 12 videos per month, and that was probably my biggest client at the time. So as it started to take off, I felt God calling me to quit school to focus on my business because I could not do both. JR also quit his job because there were a lot of problems there and we were just waiting for the right time. So he came home and he started doing UGC with me. So during April and like the beginning of May, I started getting a lot of clients on bigger packages, and a lot I had taken previously were coming back for more content. And some wanted content on a consistent basis, so I put them on a retainer. So the big one-offs combined with the small one-offs combined with my retainer clients brought me to officially hitting my first 10K month in May. But when I tell you I almost passed away from the workload, I was so thankful, but I was beyond exhausted. So from May until now, I finally figured out a system where I can make a really good amount of money, but also have time for myself and have time for my family. So really big months are great, but honestly, unless you have help or a system, they really aren't sustainable just as one person. So have I hit 10K months since then? Yes, but is every month a 10K month? No, and that's okay. So I really wanted to share this story because I want to be as real as possible with you guys, and I never shared my actual story on here before. But also, like, this is just my story. This is not everyone's story. At the end of the day, we are all starting a content creation business. So the fact that any of us have a glimpse of demand for our work in our first to second months of business is amazing. This is your journey. You are in a very highly profitable market. So learn the craft well, take the time, market yourself, be inspired, but don't compare yourself, stick with it, and you've got this in the bag.